Okay, so when we're talking about octave, it's a range of notes, which consists of 12 notes. Okay, so here's the scale within one octave. Okay, this is the A natural minor scale. It just happens to land on every white note. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So this is a very simple scale. If you ever get confused, you can always refer back to this scale. Now also there's a different scale which also has all the white notes, and that's C major, which is actually, we're not even going to confuse you with all the different scales. Okay, let's just focus on the A natural minor scale. So here's the scale. It's a preference of notes. Now I'm going to show you how I can build my own scale without, you know, any name or nomenclature. So here's the biggest thing we teach in music theory in a day is that names come last. Okay, can't tell you how many times people are like, you didn't name that chord, you did blah blah blah. Okay, you name last. Things are named last, right? If you're a fan of the Bible stories, Adam named the animals after they were created. Okay, they didn't have a name, they were just animals. Okay, they just did what they did, they were what they were, then they were named. Names are for the purpose of translating language from one person to the next so that you can communicate. Sometimes you might not have a name for a certain chord. Okay, so you know, when you're drawing scales and making chords, don't get caught up in the name, because if you get caught up in the name, you're forced to create that specific chord. For example, if I say make a D major chord, you're forced to use the notes D. So D major, we're going to show you a different video on how to build chords. But anyway, I'm going to kind of brush over what we call the chord code. So anyway, this is our 0 point, our resting point, which is D. We're just going to count up the keyboard. 0, 4, 7 is the major code. So 0 is D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, traditional music theorists would say, why are you calling it 0 and not 1? Why are you doing blah, blah, blah? Okay. The reason is this is a pure number system, and this separates, it's two different systems we teach in the Music Theory Essential course when it comes out. Okay, so this one is based on pure number, how to make a chord anywhere on the keyboard. It doesn't matter if you close your eyes, you can make this chord anywhere on the keyboard. And we'd go through different chord codes. It's based on pure number. Now, what was the thing I said before about scales? Scales are man-made preferences, okay, of tone. Numbers are not man-made. They just exist. They're created in reality. It's how we live. It's how everything works. Numbers. It's a pure system. Okay. So that's why we teach the pure system for chords. That's why we call this the 0 point. If we called this, for example, traditional music theorists might make a chord called A minor. This is the A minor chord. They may say the A minor chord is 1, 3, 5. Let's say I delete every note in this scale and I say, okay, build out the chord 1, 3, 5. You're going to start on A and assume this is 1. Then you're going to count up your keyboard. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this A minor? This is not A minor at all. What A minor is a series of numbers which go together. 0, 4, 7. Now let's start at A, assuming this is 0. Then we're going to count up. Or excuse me, this is for minor, it's 0, 3, 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have the A minor chord. And this is what can